everyone, you're welcome to this wonderful program called You and Your Family. It's a beautiful and awesome program for you and your family, every member of your family. Today, in this edition of this program, we're going to bring in a topic that is very rare discussed. We rarely discuss this topic because we don't see it as something worth discussing because we don't know what their problem is. But today, we're going to be bringing it up to check in the society we are living in. It's as if chaos and restlessness is the order of the day. But in today's topic, we'll be handling part of this crisis as we're having in families and the life of you and me that we are not aware of. I believe that at the end of this program, you understand what it means and know what you're facing. It's good to know what you are having as a problem. You can think of a solution. Thank you for having me. I am your anchor, Evangelist Okafor. Today's edition is going to be very, very exciting. Please stay tuned. Invite everyone to be part of it, and you'll be really blessed. Thank you. You're welcome back to our exciting program, You and Your Family. I want every father, every mother, every youth to be seated, part of this program. Today we're going to be talking on a crucial topic. It's a very important one because it's what we are facing today. Divorce is the order of the day. Separation is the order of the day. Unfaithfulness has become the order of marriages. Why are marriages failing? Why are the youth walking into marriage not understanding what is going on, making up their mind that this marriage will not work, it won't last? Because they are seeing people who they have looked up to over years, that they want to be like them as couple, ended up separating after like 20 years of marriage, 25 years of marriage, 35 years of marriage. Now they're talking about separation and divorce. And if these people can try for this long and still think of separation, then what am I going to think about this marriage of? If I'm still walking into it yet, does it mean that marriage is not what living for? Does it mean that marriage is not what we think it is? Does it mean that what we are thinking marriage is not? And they begin to make up their mind that this marriage might end up in a day or in 2 days or even in a week or even in a year. So when they try to enter a marriage and stay for 1 year, they believe they have tried so much. They begin to see things and say, oh, no wonder they walked away. I can't take it the way they took it. I rather walk away since I know that I will still walk away in future. Today we are here to discuss a topic that is said middle life crisis. I say middle life crisis. Yes, middle life crisis is not a language that is very, very used. It's not a day-to-day language that everyone is aware of, that people talk about. But this is what happens every day in our life. Yes. Between the age of 40, let me say from 38 down to 45 or 50 thereabouts, middle life crisis starts in people's life. It happens in man and it happens in woman. And what is this middle life crisis that we're talking about, or we're going to be talking about in this program today? It is the challenges people face when they come to the age, mostly the age of 40. Before 40, let me say 38. People who are early middle life crisis start from 38, 39. The people who start really is mostly at 40. Some their own start at 45 or before 45. Within this range of 38 years of age to the age of 50, middle life is prevalent. Sometimes if it doesn't occur before 40 or happens in 40, or happen immediately after 40 or before 50, I think that would be late middle life crisis before 50. Now, what is this middle life crisis that we're going to talk about here today? It is actually a situation whereby it occurs, the crisis that occurs within the middle age of people. And it's a situation that brings about doubt, frustration, anxiety, unfulfillment of life that comes as a result of experience or this sort of age. I am getting old. This crisis comes is a psychological stress. It's a content that we have come across with, and we begin to believe that it is something that people find themselves in. They find themselves in the center of doubt and anxiety, the fear of unknown, the fear of getting old, the fear of death, and the fear of their age. Middle life crisis starting this time starts because people begin to think of so many things. This little middle life crisis begins as a result of age. When people begin to approach the age of 40, some of them begin to see white hairs on their hair. Some of them begin to look at their mirror and they begin to notice that they are getting aged. But they thought they were young before now. How come suddenly they feel that feeling of getting old or aging begin to make sense or begin to get done on them? There is an adage that I heard before now, and it's still in vogue. They say a fool at 40 is a fool forever. Why? They believe that 40 is a middle age. Your age of youthfulness, your childhoodness ends before 40. And the old age starts from 40. So they believe that anything you could not think of, you could not achieve before 40, or you could not, any purpose you did not identify before 40, it means that you will never identify it again. And any life you could not correct before 40 years of age can never be corrected again. That is the meaning of that adage. A fool at 40 is a fool forever. It means that anything you didn't achieve, any sense you didn't get before 40, you will not get it again. So at the age of 40, before 40 or 40 and above, people begin to think they want to make a change in their life. They begin to take a record of what their life has been and what it is now and what is going to be in future. In the process of taking this record, they begin to think, have I achieved anything? They begin to feel, is my life before 40, was it better than what I am today? That period, most time they begin to feel they have lived the best of their life before the age of 40. Now, they have not achieved anything. Or maybe this is not the kind of life they have proposed to live earlier in life. For all these years of 14 years, they have not been able to achieve what they really want to achieve. And now they are 40. What is the next thing? Next thing is aging, and next thing is death. They begin to lose value in life. What have I achieved? So I've spent 40 years already. What have I to show for 40 years? What have I achieved? What is my life looking like? Is that what I have prepared my life to look like? Did I plan that when I was younger than this, that by the age of 40, I will still be at this level, I will still be struggling my salary? What have I achieved? Then people begin to think of what is going on in their life. They begin to think, is it where I plan to be by this time? These are the things you need to know. If any time in your life you begin to think of this, and I'm going to be listing now, or you begin to ask yourself these questions, know that you're already meddling into middle age. If you begin to check yourself in the mirror and begin to notice that, I have white hair, I am aging, I am no longer younger. Look at yourself in the mirror again and you see yourself, you're no longer looking as fresh as you think you should be looking. Say, I am getting older, I am no longer a baby anymore. I am not getting younger. You are stepping down to middle life crisis. Then you check yourself again, this clothes I'm putting on is making me look older. Let me look for a younger clothes. Let me look for my daughter's clothes to put on so that I can look younger than I am looking. Maybe you're 50, you want to look 18. You want to look 16. You want to make yourself look younger. You want to wear what people of 18 are wearing. You want to wear what children of your daughters in the age of 20 they are wearing. You want to look younger. You want to look 20 years younger. You know that you're struggling with middle life crisis, yes. Sometimes you look at yourself, I'm having white hair. I don't want someone else to notice that. I don't want them to call me an old woman or old man, an old man. You begin to dye your hair. You begin to think of how to make sure you hide it so that people will not notice. You're going to check your mates. What have I achieved? What have they achieved? my old boys association group, my fellow classmates, see where they are, see where I am. You begin to check your life, balance your life. You discover that sometimes you have not achieved things you plan to achieve. You begin to you will not be contented with what you have anymore. You feel you have not achieved anything yet. You feel you have short time to live. You feel that you may not have enough time to achieve the things that is before you. Things are still left for you to achieve. Sometimes people who are married already, they begin to think, why didn't I achieve this before this time? My friends have achieved it. I have not achieved it. Could it be that my wife is the reason? You begin to apportion blame. Sometimes you apportion the blame to yourself. Sometimes you apportion to your spouse. You are the cause of it. You are to be blamed for this. I would have been somewhere now. You discouraged me. I wanted to build house. You said no. You wanted to put our children in a better school. I wanted to have only 2 kids. You said no. You wanted 5. Now see where I am. The money I would have used to build house, I've used it to train these 3 extra kids. I said, let us put our children in this small school. You said no. You want a quality school for your kids. Now we have put our children in a bigger school. I couldn't save up to build, to even buy a land. You cost it. Look at my age. I'm no longer getting younger. Oh, you begin to calculate so many things. You begin to portion blames. Is it that I didn't do well? Is it because I didn't get this job when I was supposed to get it? Is it because I missed the opportunity by so time? What could be the reason why I have not achieved all I needed to achieve at this age? You begin to feel doubt, panic, you begin to feel so restless, you begin to feel frustrated. Before you know, depression will start to step in. You're going to feel that you've never enjoyed life enough and now you're getting old. A lady will begin to feel, I am stepping into my menopause and I'm not getting younger anymore, but I've not enjoyed life yet and I'm getting older. You begin to think of this and you get frustrated. You begin to act towards this thought of yours because you're wandering in your thoughts. Most time it affects our marriages. How? Then the man begin to think, I've made a mistake in choosing the life partner. This wife of mine is not looking young anymore. She doesn't befit me. I am young. I should enjoy life. When I want to enjoy my life, my wife is not the type that will give me what I want. She doesn't dress sexy. She doesn't. Now you begin to calculate so many factors that was not there before now. Can she represent me? So many young girls are tripping for me. Can she compete with these young girls before me? She doesn't look sexy again. She doesn't look attractive again. She has dropped 4. Her breast has sat. Her tummy is already folding. She has lost her shape. She doesn't befit me. I'm a young man. I need a young person to befit me. I think this young person is supposed to fit me. I'm a young man. I need to enjoy life. And you begin to think again, as a young man, you need a sports car. You need to have fun. You need to party. But this woman has made me not to party. She's always telling me this is not good. It's not good for our children. We need to do things that will make our children to live a better life. But I've never partied before. My friends who have been partying, what is their life like? I keep on maintaining a good life. I want to have a good integrity. What have I achieved at the age of 40? They have partied, they have lived a reckless life, but they've achieved so much. Then you begin to think of how to change your life. You begin to see young girls that are the one befitting you. You are at the age of 45, going to 50. You are still looking for a girl of 18 years to date. You want to look fresher. And you know this story that I don't know that how true it is, but they always say that when you date a younger person, when you marry a younger person, you look younger, while the person look older. Yes, I've seen it happen so many times, but I don't know whether the science has anything to do with it. If it has been researched, if there is anything to prove that is true. So you see older men looking for younger girls to make them feel young, and the older ladies want to look for a younger boys to make them feel young. They want to enjoy life. Maybe throughout their life it has been taking care of children, pleasing husband, not taking care of yourself because you want to make your husband happy, you want to make your home to be the best home, and all this effort at the end of the day it's as if it's not working. You begin to think all those things, and before you know it, you begin to have effects on your marriage, have effects on your actions towards your spouse. You see them as getting older, you see them not being better, you see them as not being okay. And before you know it, you begin to think about it. Now that you're thinking about it, what is going to be the result? Are you going to make a change in life to make your life better? Or are you going to think of the wrong thing to do? Some will end up womanizing. Some will end up, I want to have fun by going to drink in the bar. I want to enjoy life. And they take rash decision without thinking of the repercussion. They feel the life is too short and they have a short time to enjoy it. They have a short time to make life have meaning. They have a short time to be able to meet together. They have a short time to enjoy the companionship of an opposite sex. Maybe their husband is not always there to make them feel wonderful. And they feel they are stepping into menopause. Am I sure I'm going to be having all these desires I'm having when I'm in menopause? Let me enjoy life now. So when I enter menopause, I can be able to tell myself I've enjoyed life. You see them, they begin to do pinging with small boys, with other married men or other single men out there, just to get fulfilled with their desire. But as a child of God, you don't need all these things. Even as a person, you don't need all these things. See, the Bible said, Paul said in the book of Philippians chapter 4 verse 12, he said, I have learned to live in lack. I have learned to live in plenty. That even when I am in lack, I can live well because I am contented with what I have. I have learned to be able to be in hunger and also be in fullness. It means that if you be able to work out well in the middle life crisis and come out finishing strong, you need to be contented with where you are today. Where you are today is a prayer point of someone. Someone is there crying, I want to have a wife like you did. But you are not contented. I watched a clip that a man was complaining about the wife doesn't know how to cook. That he has not been enjoying the marriage because the wife doesn't know how to cook. And so I'm going to send you packing, send you back to your home. But this wife doesn't know how to cook really, but she's nice to down to the earth. She can, she's very good in bed. She's good in every other thing, managing the home and all that. Just that she doesn't know how to cook well. He respects the husband, honors this man. Then the man was always comparing the other wife of the neighbor who knows how to cook very well, but doesn't respect the man. And these two men met themselves. And this one was complaining, my wife doesn't know how to cook. And she can clean the house, respect me, do other things. The man say, you are lucky. My wife knows how to cook, but my wife can never respect me. She doesn't know how to keep the house, cannot manage my home. She can't even manage my home in my absence. This woman, she doesn't even work. She can cook. She cannot even work to get money to help me, support me. And I was say, my wife can work. She brings money home, but she can't give me quality food. You are enjoying, me, I'm suffering. I say, you are enjoying something, I'm suffering. It's okay. Can we swap our wives? If you want my wife, I can give you my wife so I can be giving you good food. I can give you my wife so I can be giving you good money and every other thing you respect you want. And they decided one day and they made a swap of their wife. And when they swapped their wife, when they got home, the other lady cooked a nice food for this other man. Another one was able to support this man and was giving him rubbish food. The man said, is that what your husband is suffering? Better be eating nonsense food, oh. Hold back your money and enjoy and be enjoying my wife's money and all her support and respect. You must say, I can't manage you. My wife is better. Hey, you can cook. Yes, you cannot even cook, or you can provide money. But how can I be eating rubbish in my house? I can't do without good food. Please, I can't manage without my wife. Please go back to your husband. I think I prefer my wife the way she is. They began to appreciate what they have. This is what happens in the middle life. When you have something, you may not appreciate it. Another man's food may be another man's poison. So how do you do it? Learn to be contented with what you have. Think of how to bring solution and not how to cause problem. Don't always feel that you have not achieved it all. Yes. Some people, they have house. They have good wife. Their wife is elegant. But their wife doesn't have attitude. Yes. They have house. They have the money. But they don't have children. And you are there, you have children, you don't have a house, or you have something that you can feed these children with. You know you have achieved something in life, but not that you have not achieved the fullness. Not that you can never be perfect in everything. So it's good you understand this midlife crisis, what happens when people are in middle life. And what they tend to do, you were a man, you want to get younger. You forgot that your wife is also in the middle life. She too should want to get younger. That is why you see a lady of 40 that has children of teenage child will be wearing bombshell and be walking on the street because she wants to be admired. She wants people to tell her that she's looking younger. She can spend money on her body just to make sure she looks pretty well. She can go to gym, do everything. By that time, you want to say, I'm too fat, I want to go to gym, I want to work on my weight, I want to look better, I want to be attractive to my husband. It's like he's looking outside because I'm no longer attractive. This man may leave me. This insecurity sensitive mindset will overwhelm you. Am I sure he's going to continue with me? Am I sure he's not going to dump me along the way? Let me make my money as a girl. You want to make money, you want to have a name, so that in case this man leaves you tomorrow, you are able to stand on your own. These are the things that happens in middle life. This trust will be going down. The love will be diminishing because you are now faced with the reality of life. But at that point, you only need middle life crisis to push you forward, to think of how you can make needs meet, and to believe God and ask God for more direction, and not for you to scatter the things the Lord has given to you. Most people separate from their marriage, they get divorced, they look for another younger woman, they feel it's better, and they walk into it and began to see that they have made a mistake already, and already in their 50s they can't correct it. They are living with their mistake. The same life they want to fulfill, they couldn't fulfill it anymore. They begin to think, my children have left, so nobody's at home, my house is so lonely, my house is no longer lively, it's no longer bubbling the way it's supposed to be, because they've all gone back to the university, they've gone back to secondary schools. You are not alone in your house with your wife, and she's busy looking for promotion in the office. You are busy looking for promotion so that when you retire, you can have a good pension. At this point in time, the marriage begins to suffer because you are trying to make sure your life is fulfilled. You're trying to make sure you meet up with all that you have lost over years now within this short period, so that by the age 50, you are sure you are settled. You don't have a house you want to build that time, you want to make sure. You see men trying to do so many kind of things just to make sure they make ends meet. This middle life crisis has been a problem in people's life. They began to look at their spouse as a mistake. They began to look at their children as a mistake. They began to look at things around them as a mistake. The help they have ever rendered, they begin to regret it. Places they found themselves, the workplace they're working, they begin to regret their pay. They feel that they're not being paid enough, they want another more income. And before you know it, sometimes people make a good decision, but most time people are desperate and they make a lot of wrong decisions. So check your life today. If you are suffering or struggling, or whether you are in this mess of middle life crisis, if you are, begin to think of how to handle it positively so that it will not destroy your marriage, it will not destroy your life, it will not destroy everything you have struggled to build for the age of 40. Now, I want to let you know there is hope for the living. As far as you are alive, there is hope. In the next section, we're going to be talking about how to prevent middle life crisis issue, how to prevent the crisis occurring in middle life, how to handle it if you're already in it, how do you come out of it. In the next section, we're going to be dwelling on this. So stay put next time. Make sure you continue watching our videos. And I want to assure you, don't give up. Your miracle is still on the way. Value what you have, because if you lose it, you may not have it again. Be contented with it and be happy. There's a choice to be happy. There's a choice to be angry. Make a choice today to be happy with yourself. Be happy with your marriage. Be happy with your spouse. Be happy with your children. Your level in life, your level of income, your level in life. Appreciate God. Appreciation is the application to get more. Thank you for watching this program, and thank you for making our time to always watch our programs. Same time next week, we're going to be on this topic, dwelling on the prevention and also how to handle the issue of middle life crisis. Make sure you're part of this program and you will really be blessed. Thank you very much. I remain your anchor, Evangelist Mrs. Faith Okafor. On this program, you and your family stay pure and be part of it.